Since I've been mainly showing buildings on this particular street for the last few videos, I decided to finally finish it up and then showcase the Jazz Club, and in my next video I'll do the Daily Bugle on the other side. So there's the Jazz Club, here's the diner. I did not really do too much to change the diner. I actually didn't do anything except change the sign to say D cups. Sometime in the future I want to make a secret manhole entrance to an underground bar, but until then, I'm going to skip this one for now because nothing's different. So back to the Jazz Club. Here's another look at it from the back where the Adventure Tower has been removed so you can see the alleyway and the details along the back now. There's the chimney all the way up. Now, I liked this set when it originally came out, but it felt kind of rushed. There are a few design aspects that were a little weird to me. The biggest one being placing the chimney flat on the side, and the other was that you're doing a jazz club. The first thing you think of, or at least I think of when you hear jazz club, is New Orleans, and it didn't even attempt to do that kind of architecture, so I really wanted to change it to mimic all those buildings with balconies along the French Quarter. So let's move some of the cars out of the way. We can get a better look at each story. And remove, and remove. Alright, so here is the street level. I changed the placement of the door for the pizza place, and then added some windows here to the previous blank wall and got rid of that ugly chimney, the miscoloration, and just flat. I really hated that from the original set, and just simply moving the placement of it to the back and popping it out one stud fixes everything. And it also helps with the stabilization of the building as the colors change from the dark orange to the yellow, because you can interlock them into the chimney and hide some of the connection points. So let's take a look at the above view. Oh, there goes the drummer. Let's put her back real quick and try that again. So here is an above view with the drummer back in place. And as you can see, it's pretty much identical to the way it was. I also put the penguin here because I like to think this is maybe the iceberg lounge. Here's the above view now that it's in focus. As you can see, nothing's really changed. We got the stage here in the corner like it was, and all the seats that are removable in case we want like a dance floor. And the big difference though is the pizza place side, which I just made a big open entrance to be like a bar, because let's be real, this makes a lot more sense as the restaurant slash bar to the club. And it being a pizza place actually reminds me a lot of a bar that was around when I was in college that also had a pizza place attached to it. So I just moved the orientation of the equipment in the pizza place around because of the door and the window now being flip-flopped here. And here's a little shelf where maybe I'll put like alcohol or something if I had the bottles. Right now it's blank, but there's a shelf there for when I do add them. And you can see it's a lot easy access into the bar. And that is the first floor. And now we have the second floor. The biggest changes I made here were the complete restructuring of the balcony. So now you can see I have it over the top of the stage and open where the main crowd would be, so you can look into it, and you'll see how that is in a second. That's something that really bothered me as well about the original set, was that the placement of the balcony would only allow for a view of under the stage, and that's just not how it would be in any club. So I don't know why they designed it like that. I put out the balcony support and extended it to be the full New Orleans size balcony. A lot of these pieces were in the kit, but yeah, I just used any linking thing I had that was black already and some bars, and then decorated it with a bunch of green foliage around. And over here, I think this is where the tailor was. I might be wrong, but this is now green room number 1. And you can access it from the balcony because maybe it's a green room, maybe somebody rented it out and wants to use it as a VIP room. So either case, there it is. And as you're about to see, here is what the balcony looks like now to the first floor. It's a lot more natural to how it might actually look in a real smaller music venue club with a balcony overlooking the stage, so you can actually see the stage. So the door entrance is over here now to the far end. You go around the balcony for some standing view of the stage, or you can get a table in the corner. And now we go on to the third floor. You can see I just have the double layers of plates, whatever I had lying around. I tried to use all gray, but clearly I ran out right there. Onto the addition of the balcony, same kind of explanation there. Then we have another green room, and then we have the tailor moved over to the red side this time. It's pretty empty right now. I'll add more details in there later, but it's a much bigger tailor shop. So yeah, there's the doors, and that's pretty much it for this story. Just another quick look at that extra green room. Maybe there's 2 acts playing that night, as frequently the case, and each one needs their own green room. Thinking maybe of taking out the tailor there altogether, putting that on the next floor, and maybe making this like a admin office for the employees, but we'll keep it as a tailor for now. Let's put that back, secure it in place. As you can see here, the middle sections of these balconies are not super stable, but they're also not carrying any of the weight. Now we have the top of the balcony area, same type of double plate system for the floor support, and then we have the roof, all made out of tiles that came with the 2 set, except for that one little 3x3 corner roof tile. This is, as you can see, completely empty right now, except I have this desk here that was in another part of the set for the second copy. I just set it here. As I just said, I'm thinking about moving maybe the tailor up here, or maybe this will be the admin office. I don't know. I like to have some empty spaces inside of my buildings. Maybe they'll release a set of, I don't know, interior of a TV show, and leaving a floor of an existing structure empty creates the space to place it in if or when something like that is released. I actually have a whole building dedicated to just the TV show sets in my far corner, and I'll do a video on that later. All right, let's put that on the top, and we'll get to the roof section of the pizza place side. That's pretty much identical to the way it was. All I did was move the chimney placement so that it fits the new location of the chimney. And now we'll go to the final floor, which I believe is exactly the same as the original set. I just cleared it out of any of the furniture that was in it because I use it on a lower floor. Another blank slate for an idea I might have in the future for the interior. So let's put this one back and go to the very final section, which is just the roof of the red part of the building. I don't think I changed a single thing on here. It's just exactly the way it was from the original roof of the original kit. Maybe made it a little bit wider, I don't know, but very, very similar. And that is the final Jazz Club. With all the LEGO club goers waiting on the balcony, waiting on the minifig Mardi Gras parade to roll through.